So what would I recommend to somebody looking to implement an AI chatbot, whether to buy or to build? I've built them, I have bought them as well, and I think the more successful ones have been through the purchase and leveraging the expertise of Moveworks.
Wellstar Health System is a nonprofit organization. We are based solely in Georgia, mostly around the Atlanta metropolitan area. We have 11 hospitals, 5 health parks, over 400 offices, and about 26,000 employees, most of them in the clinical care. Our Moveworks bot is called Wally.
My name is Larry Ross. I'm the ServiceNow IT Manager at Wellstar. We're essentially responsible for the care and feeding of the ServiceNow platform with integrations such as integrations with Wally.
With the pandemic happening, we have employee burnout. This is a big problem in the healthcare industry right now, and we have to be able to provide equipment and technology for our healthcare team members so that they are not frustrated by it.
The hospitals are full. We've had to even pull corporate people into the hospitals to help with non-clinical type activities to free up the clinical staff to be able to serve our patients well. That's definitely a big change with, the support of the clinicians is now remote as opposed to being in the office or on site. It has changed the way that, we not only support each other, but we support the clinicians and being able to, of course, we do have, our field services teams are on site, but with everybody else remote, it has provided some challenges and, using collaboration tools and getting support easier really is the key to that. It really needs to be accessible. If they have to think, what website do I need to go to, or do I have to go here, especially if they're standing at a shared desktop in the hospital and have to go do something else, and then somebody's having to chase that person down to try to find the answer. So how do we solve the problem quicker on that first call or that first contact, whatever that may be?
So when we were looking for a bot and an AI solution, some of the key areas we wanted to focus on was the service desk. At the time, I was in charge of the service desk, so of course it was very personal to me, and we had too many calls. I needed to be able to reduce the number of calls, especially that was at the start of the pandemic and people were going home. So we could not have increased calls to the service desk. So we wanted to be able to eliminate password resets or at least reduce the number of calls for password resets. We wanted to be able to look at an easier way to request an email distribution list. These are some of the typical and top recalls to our service desk. And with Moveworks, just being able to do automatic assignment of our tickets, being able to do the email distribution list, create the email distribution list and add people or delete people from the list. And then being able to proactively reach out to our remote users and say, hey, your password is about to expire. Please change your password. Those were huge key factors for us in choosing Moveworks. I think our relationship with Moveworks has been wonderful, and it has been, it grows every year. And we would not have been as successful had we not had that relationship. During the implementation, Moveworks was able to work with us. They helped us redesign our knowledge database. They helped us rewrite 300 articles so that Wally could provide an intelligent response to people's questions. They helped us to identify other use cases that we hadn't even thought about. That is where the reassignment came in. We were like, oh yes, if we could eliminate 3 people from having to work on assigning tickets manually every day, that is a huge time saver. We took those 3 people and we put them back on the phone. We saw improvements such as with the password resets. which was a main focus of why we picked this product. We went from having 60% calls about password reset to 10%. I actually checked the numbers last night, and I was floored. I was like, wow, that's great. I didn't even realize we had gotten that good.
So our implementation of Moveworks for Web honestly couldn't have been any simpler. They sent us an update set. We applied it in ServiceNow. I think we had to make one small CSS change to the footer, and it was there. It was actually pretty easy. We were able to actually kind of control the rollout at first because we were able to say only show it to these people. So it was great to see people actually using it almost the same day. I mean, literally the next day somebody reached out. It just works like IT should.